guess the first question, or the first thing I have you kind of explain is, we were talking about yesterday, but just explain to me kind of where you were at.
Okay,
when you before you came in, what were you feeling and how was it affecting you?
Okay.
Basically.
My toes were so weak. Then I started noticing a heaviness in my leg. I'd have to kind of pull my leg up at times to put slacks on, to put pants on. I was in pain when I sat. I did have some pain, more in my hip would be this, more like the hip back area. But I kind of did a lot of stretching with that, and I felt like I kind of worked that out on my own. And all summer I went on and with this pain, and I finally went to the doctor. And I started physical therapy, which didn't really seem to really help me. Then I had an epidural, that did not help. And then I finally found out about HealthSource through a nurse at school who works with one of my kids. And I came here, and I still remember sitting out in the waiting room, and I couldn't sit that long. I had to stand up and kind of pace back and forth. And then I remember one of the gals in the front office there, she was going through insurance process with me, and I said, "Excuse me, but I have to lay down on the floor and lift my leg up to my chest because I'm in pain." And I got some relief that way. And then I started decompression in end of December 27th, I think it was, and every week I felt an improvement. Now, especially the last week and a half or so, now I feel like, I don't have the pain. It didn't take too many weeks, and I could sit again. Within a couple weeks, I could sit without feeling constant pain. Nighttime was hard for me. I had to toss and turn. My leg ached. I couldn't get comfortable. Finally, after 2 weeks, going through decompression, 2.5, 3 weeks, I don't have that pain at night anymore. I can go to sleep without worrying about pain and how long it's going to keep me up at night. And now the heaviness is going away. I don't have much heaviness. I don't have any pain. My toes, I'm starting to get the feeling back in my toes. And I feel like I'm getting the strength back in my leg.
Now, tell just real quickly, prior to getting here, tell me what you thought you were going to have to do, and maybe what you envisioned life being like.
Well, I did see a physician's assistant in the neurology department, and I felt I was going to have surgery. All my life, I've said I never want back surgery. I was afraid because I didn't know. Okay, you can do back surgery. Many people maybe have back surgery and they're okay. I don't know, but I just felt, what if I end up where I'm worse, or it doesn't do anything, it doesn't help me at all, or maybe I won't be able to work anymore. And I just had these fears going through my head of surgery, and I didn't want surgery. And it was like God brought me here. I didn't know anything about decompression, nothing. And then you talked to me about decompression and the success rate of it, 86%. And then I knew that's what I wanted to do versus surgery. I didn't want surgery.
So what would you now tell somebody, which I know you already have done?
And I've told many people, several. In fact, just yesterday and today again, I said I've talked about HealthSource, and I've told them that you know, it's an alternative to surgery. And my hairdresser just yesterday, I told her about this, and she's a firm believer in not, you know, going the surgery, because her husband is suffering with some leg issues, and she's like, I know all that'll happen to him if he goes to the doctor is it'll be surgery and you're on a bunch of medication, you know, pain medications, and so she was very, very excited, and she was going to talk to her husband about coming here and just having you, I gave her your name also, checking out HealthSource for him. She said he has a hard time riding in a car because his leg will start really bothering him.